Hi, and welcome to Speed and Science. Today we're shooting the second episode of our video series called Velocity Heads, the Not So Humble Beginnings. So Mark, what are velocity heads?
Well, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we're quite passionate about anything we do, and that comes quite naturally based on the fact that we're in this particular industry. Now, motorcycles can be quite addictive in a sense of the thrill they deliver, especially if the machine is powerful enough to get your adrenaline going. Although when it comes to Harleys, they have never really been focused on the sheer power. Rather, they concentrate on an overall knees in the wind type of feeling and a reliable, comfortable long-distance ride. Some people say that reliability and power should not be used in the same sentence, but I always wanted to combine those two.
Right.
So we started our journey with the Shovelhead, and first thing we target were the heads. The well-known weak spot based on 1930s technology. Long story short, we ended up changing everything and then some more. We got rid of the antiquated hemispherical combustion chamber and entirely redesigned the ports and intake system as well. All that while eliminating any chance for the vacuum leaks that shovels were notorious for, so that's a cool side effect. The name itself, Velocity, refers to the port design. Our primary goal was to increase the air velocity through the openings, which in turn increases volumetric efficiency and resulting power output. Look at the combustion chamber, the difference is obvious, the general shape of it and a bunch of small details promote very fast flame front for added efficiency. On top of it, we use steel threaded inserts for head bolts, for exhaust bolts, and also an intake manifold. We design exhaust interface as a 3-bolt. We do blended valve seats. So all those changes combined created a headset that works extremely well, making very respectable and reliable power.
Mark, why did you choose the Shovelhead?
That's pretty simple. Shovels rule.
Wow.
Yes, and they've been always my favorite riding and working platform. And many people actually agree that Shovelhead engines were probably the most underrated power plants in the entire Harley-Davidson history. So I figured that those engines, being kind of a bridge between old and the new technology, offer a perfect potential for upgrades. Since I'm naturally a curious person, I've been always wondering how far those things can be pushed without literally exploding. So after much experimenting, we managed to find a sweet spot that combines great power increase and reliability. So basically Velocity heads offer all that plus much more.
Mark, how do you install these heads?
Well, from the very get-go, we wanted to get away with any custom components, being, for instance, pistons or valve train or gaskets or hardware. That turned out to be a little tricky, considering the amount of constraints we had to deal with just to make sure everything fits properly. In the end, we succeeded 100%, and the heads retain as much compatibility with OEM components as possible. They fit very nicely between its neighbors, being cylinders on the bottom and the rocker boxes and the exhaust, with the only exception of intake manifold, which is our proprietary design. However, on the upside, this particular solution allows to create many different variations. So basically, the Velocity headset covers everything between 74 inches and 100 plus inches, and as far as mounting carbs on it, it accepts single or dual independent carbs. Mikunis, Canes, Super E's, Super G's, and so on, so on. So as far as that's concerned, we got you covered.
So how are they made?
We concept design cool stuff, but first and foremost, we are a manufacturer with dozens and dozens of CNC machines on the floor, making all kinds of different parts, 24/7. The heads, for instance, are made exclusively on the 5-axis milling machines, and down to incredible level of detailing. They come out of the machine fully finished, without any need for manual labor, blending, etc., etc., etc. All that's left is basically QC inspection, packaging, shipping to a customer. And yes, we are very proud to have it all done in our Canadian facility.
Thanks, Mark. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button below and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you in the 3rd episode. Thanks for watching.